great. And this. And here we go. Do you absolutely love cats? Welcome to Cuteavalanche, your virtual interactive cat cafe. Get your daily dose of cute every day. We're live right now. We foster kittens all year round and live stream 24/7. Our goal is to make Los Angeles a no-kill city. We volunteer through Kittenrescue LA and save dozens of cats and kittens every year. Subscribe now and share our foster journey right here. Alright. Let me just double check the sound on YouTube, I think, as low. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, good. Actually, let me hit some of these presets while I'm here. Reduce background noise. Sure, we'll try that out for a week. All right, let's do this thing. Oh, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. I meant to do something. Hey everybody, what's going on? It's time for our Saturday cat chat. If you haven't seen humans on camera before, I am Sam. My wife Amanda and I are your fosters. We've been fostering for 7 years and have fostered over 180 cats and kittens, including in this room a beautiful tortie mom and her 4 babies who have yet to be named, but we will talk about possible names today, I think. In the living room, Bartles and James, and in the garage, in the cat condo, Fonzie, who will be leaving us tomorrow. We do have some goals right now, which are mostly items on our wish list. So if you feel like being generous, head over to cuteavalanche.com/wishlist. Or if you want to just make a small monetary donation, cuteavalanche.com/donate. We do these chats 3 times a week. Mondays at noon, Wednesdays at 9 p.m., and Saturday mornings at 9:30 a.m. And we do these chats to give updates on the cats and kittens, as well as give you an opportunity to ask any questions you may have about them, what we do as fosters, or cat care in general. So please feel free to ask questions. If you're out there in the chat, drop a hi or some emotes so we know you're listening, but feel free to lurk. We do multicast to about 8 different platforms, and I should be able to see all of those, but if you note that I am not responding to a specific platform, please jump over to one I've mentioned and let me know, and I'll try and fix that. That being said, I do need to grab the YouTube chat. Everything else should be working. Actually, I should probably do this and grab it, at least in the interim. Yeah, we'll get into chat in just a second. How's everyone doing? Did the kitty find a forever home? Which one? No, nobody that we've had in the past 2 weeks has moved on. Everyone's still here. Fonzie will be moving to PetSmart. I want to just give me 1 second because I want to, my recording thing, the hard drive is full. It's not going to let me change the path, is it? So I need to do something really quick. That's problematic. Damn it. I meant to do that this morning and I completely forgot. All right, I'll just grab the archive from something and go with that, I guess. Okay.
That monitor is brighter.
Told you. Oh yeah, is carry time out there? Move on there. All right.
I can see myself better. Just like.
Yeah. You dislike?
Mm-hmm.
Great. Okay. Yeah, before we really get into this, I want to grab a hard drive and try and clear some space on this computer so I can record the chat. But yes, Fonzie will be going to PetSmart's enclosure tomorrow. Hang on, guys. I'll be right back. We'll really get going. I didn't realize Amanda was going to leave too. Okay. Just want to make some space on our hard drive. Okay. So yeah. Before we really get cruising with all the updates, just give me a minute here. I'm sorry, folks.
Oh, sorry,
Oh my
mommy.
gosh.
Right on my foot. Don't look at my foot, you girl.
I wonder if I can just clear the friggin' recycling. That'll do it. I have a feeling it's just stuff in the bin. Empty bin. That's all the problem. I can do that. Okay. And almost. Yeah, that's enough to start. Great. Yeah, that did it. Okay. Okay. So yeah, here's the lay of the land. Fonzie, who is in the garage, will be heading over to the enclosures at PetSmart tomorrow. He was neutered recently and went to get a rabies shot last night or yesterday. So he's good to move on.
Yeah, he had all of his medical done this
Yeah.
past week.
Yeah.
So basically, we were just waiting for his ISO to be complete before he moved to PetSmart. So he'll be going tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then I have to get a listing up for him.
Mhm.
Get some pictures taken.
Right. Yeah, we're gonna.
But he might. I feel like he's gonna get adopted.
I do too. He's very affectionate. He's very handsome.
He's so pretty. He's got like gorgeous green eyes.
Yeah.
He's really, really, really sweet and friendly.
Yeah, I'm really sorry that we couldn't get more pictures and videos in the live stream going while he was with us.
Yeah.
We're gonna try and get a bunch when we drop him off at PetSmart. We've been debating letting him come inside just for a little bit for that reason, but also just to see how he reacts to Bruce and the other cats. So that might happen. But yeah, we'll definitely get some pictures and videos at PetSmart. As far as the other cats, Bartles and James are doing good. Still kind of crappy. Literally.
James is doing well. Bartles has like diarrhea, kind of. It's not terrible, but it's not awesome. And Bartles is also trying to suckle on James, which I had a feeling might happen when we put them together.
Yeah.
And my suspicions were correct. So I'm trying to keep them separated. I try to feed Bartles first, so by the time I'm done with James, Bartles is already asleep.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's weird. So they may end up, if he keeps it up and it gets bad, I might end up having to separate them again for a little while. Hoping I don't have to.
Right. Where's my cursor at?
But they're doing well. They're chunky and adorable.
Lumic asks, does James still have balancing issues? He's still quite as wobbly. Is it getting better?
It's better. And Bridget had said, I showed her this, I took this video of him that was whoa, you know? And I showed that to her and she was like, wow, that's concerning. But then she said, how is he when you feed him?
Right.
Can he hold his head still while he's drinking from the bottle? And I was like, yeah, he can, but I'm also holding him.
Right.
But he does manage to do that. So I feel like it's probably just kitten wobbles that he's going to grow out of, but it was extreme. And Bridget and I both had the same thought. Our thought was, is it just that he's so extra that he's trying to be hyper and move around a lot before he's physically ready to?
Yeah. So
it looked crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he wasn't physically able to control his head and his neck and
right.
because he's an orange tabby and he's like just he was trying to like go crazy, but
Right.
so that was causing all the wobbling and crashing,
Yeah.
because he was just like basically trying to do more than his body was ready to at 10 days old or whatever.
Over on the YouTube.
So we'll just
you're
keep an
not-
eye on it and see what happens. But even if he has it, it's probably mild, and I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Okay, over on YouTube, TT Dahl, hello, welcome from Norway. Says, where do you have your foster place? I've seen every now and then and are grateful on the cat's behalf. Yeah, we are based in Los Angeles, California, in the United States. So we are fosters. We volunteer through an organization called Kittenrescue. And
Kittenrescue
Go ahead.
has a like a main location in Los Angeles, a sanctuary where they have a lot of cats, but most of their cats are in foster homes, like all throughout the city, like ours. So in our home, we typically have our cats in this room. Right now, we have our mom and babies in this corner over here, in this little carrier. She has them in there because they're only a few days old. But this time of year, during kitten season, we usually have multiple foster cats. So, like I said, we have our mom and babies in this room, but we also have 2 bottle babies that are out in our living room in an enclosure. And then we also have a 3rd foster who's out in our garage in an enclosure that we have out there right now. And tomorrow he will be leaving because he is adoption ready. So he'll be going to PetSmart to, hopefully get adopted. And yeah, eventually these kittens will be big and rambunctious and running around, and you will see them just running all over this room. They will have like full access to this room, and there will be toys everywhere. And that's what happened.
let me see if I can find it. Janine had asked, where the heck is it?
When am I taking the top off?
Yeah, when are you taking your top off? No, wait, the top off. When are you taking the top off the carrier?
Nobody can see that. I don't know. I haven't thought about it. She's, she seems pretty settled at this point. She's
Mhm.
not hiding anymore. She's not scared. She's not trying to move them, which is great.
Yeah, she's wonderful.
But they're still really tiny. I don't want her to try and move them because they take the top off. But I was actually thinking about maybe taking it off for part of the chat today while we're in here.
Okay.
Just while we're in
I
here.
think that's fine.
So
the other thing I was going to say is this carrier, I did install lights in the top of it, although I need to fix it. So I could turn the lights on really low because I know this camera is very dark because there is no lights. So
it wouldn't be better if I guess it doesn't reach to the front. Is that the issue with the camera?
Right. Yeah. I mean, we could turn it so it's facing the food, but I don't think that's necessary.
The carrier, you mean?
Yeah.
I don't really want to turn it because she seems comfy.
Yeah, that's what I figured. How do you feel about me fixing the lights that are in there? I don't have to turn them on very much. They can be pretty dim. I think it would just help with the camera.
You can try, give it a shot.
Okay, let's see if I can fix that today.
You might spend a lot of time doing it, and then I might be like, no, I don't like that.
Sure. I mean, it shouldn't be that much work. It's like probably 15 minutes. I just gotta futz with getting the connector back on and plugging it in. Spam caller on you now says, sorry if this has been asked already. How are the 2 orphans? No, how dare you?
We just gave a little update on them, but we can do it again.
Yeah, go ahead.
So they have been named Bartles and James. Bartles is the black tuxedo, and James is the white and orange one. They're currently in our living room in an enclosure. They are doing well. They're really chunky. They both finally have their eyes open. They both finally lost their umbilical cords. James's was hanging on for dear life
Did
for
that
a
actually
while
come
there.
off? I didn't know.
It came off the last couple days.
Jeez.
James has caught up to Bartles in weight, so they're both like right around I think Bartles is about 280 grams and James is like 275.
Okay.
They're doing really well. Other than the fact that Bartles has a tiny bit of diarrhea and he keeps trying to suckle on James, which can become a problem. So other than that, they're great. They're adorable. They're loud.
Yeah.
They're fat.
Yeah. Spam says they love each other.
Yeah, they are loving
They
each
are.
other a little too much.
So that's what I was going to say. A little too much.
A little too much.
Yeah.
It's funny because James doesn't try to suckle on Bartles. Like,
Yeah, it's a one way.
just Bartles tries to suckle on James, and they do like to. They kind of wrestle around. They kind of play. It's unfortunate that like they were in here for a week and a half, almost 2 weeks separated, and then like the day that we put them together,
Right.
they ended up moving out, so you guys weren't really able to see their like interactions, but
Yeah,
but they're pretty cute.
Yeah, I wanted to say I'm sorry I was unable to get the live stream to work. It worked for an hour, and then we had this
The
weird
living room one. That's
Yeah.
on.
and then we had this like weird thing happen with our internet, and it went down, and then I couldn't get that live stream to come back up. Like the computer that does it no longer recognizes that there is an internet connected to it, and it's like the drivers have just disappeared or something. It's a very old mini PC, but also the same day our night vision camera, like it stopped connecting. So something weird happened.
The internet.
What?
Something weird with the internet.
Or yeah, or all tech. I don't know. I know Janine had asked something, and I was trying to stay on the one topic, so I will get back to it because we still have this. Your bottle babies, would the nursing mama allow them to nurse from her? Would that be okay? We don't really do that.
Yeah, so our organization that we foster through requires something called a combo test, which is where they test for FIV and FELV, which is feline AIDS and feline leukemia. And that test can't be done until they're older. And so they're really like don't want us mixing litters until the cats have been tested.
Yeah.
First of all, this mom and babies, every new intake that we get has to go through a 10 to 14 day period of isolation to make sure that they are not carrying something or contagious, to anyone else. So that is why Fonzie has been in our garage since we got him, which was 10 days ago tomorrow, or today, whatever. And then, that's why these guys are separated. That's why the bottle babies weren't together right away. They needed a 10-day ISO period from each other. And so now she's still in her isolation period, her and these babies, because we just got them on Tuesday. But even if we'd had them for 10 to 14 days, we probably still wouldn't do that because none of them have had a combo test yet. When we place the two solo kittens together, at that point, it's kind of like the risks outweigh, or the benefits outweigh the risks kind of deal, where they're like solo kittens, you're only potentially putting one at risk possibly, whereas this would be like an entire litter or, vice versa.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like, also those kittens are much bigger. Even though they're only like a week older, they're a lot bigger than these kittens, especially because this litter has one kitten in particular that is extremely tiny, and it's clearly not getting enough, milk as quickly as the other kittens are. And so I wouldn't want to risk that kitten being pushed out of the way by the older kittens. Also, when I'm petting her belly, I can physically see that she only has 4 working nipples.
Oh, yeah.
She has 4 nipples that are clean around the edges, like there's no fur. All the fur has been removed, and they're like big and puffy. The other nipples, you can barely find them in there because they're not producing milk. Like that's generally what happens whenever a cat has, cats have 8 nipples, but if they have a litter of 5, they're going to have 5 visible nipples. If they have a litter of 6, they're going to have 6 because each kitten picks a particular nipple, and then they always go back to that same nipple for the most part because they try and smell it.
Yeah.
Right.
feel like two of these might actually be fighting over the same one.
Exactly. And so that can happen in what leads to a kitten being really small or a kitten being a runt, or if there's a particularly big litter, like we had a litter of 7 a while back,
Yeah.
and like maybe 1 or 2 of her nipples weren't really producing milk, and so 2 kittens were having to like fight over or share over a nipple, and then that, causes some issues. So yeah, it's just in general is not a good idea. They are fine being bottle fed. They are gaining tremendous amounts of weight being bottle fed. So there's no issue. You know what I mean? It's not like there's something wrong with them being bottle fed. Like they're fine. They honestly never really, they've been bottle fed since they were like a day old. So they probably, not to say they wouldn't know what to do, but like,
Well, why do that? It's just hard work. Yeah, for sure. Let me see. Hello, Erin, over on YouTube. Welcome back. Danish says, make it on the screen. This YouTube chat is really international. I know. I'm like, wow, you guys. I can't translate that fast. I don't know that.
Oh,
there's a lot of Danish,
Hmm.
or I think could be German as well. Yeah. And then Janine had asked about these cats. Do you think if you folded the pad back, she could stretch out more? So I think you're talking about that blue part at the front right there, which is acting as a barrier so that the kittens actually don't roll out.
Yeah,
So
I kind of build that part up. Like it's actually 2 blankets that are rolled up to kind of just like make the entrance a little bit higher to keep the kittens from spilling out. And she also uses it as a pillow. Like I think she likes it. I don't think she's cramped. She's a pretty small cat.
Pretty good. Yeah, she is pretty small. It's a pretty big carrier. A spam caller says, I have learned so much just this past couple of weeks watching. Awesome. Yeah, please. And again, we do these chats so we can answer questions. So if there's something that you don't understand or you want more information on, just ask.
We like
for everyone, not just spam caller, but really just spam.
We like answering cat questions.
Yeah.
We like talking about cats. We don't care if we're answering the same question 100 times. It doesn't matter to us.
We do have some packages. I should go get those at some point when we've run out of things to say.
Yeah, I'm gonna make coffee.
And coffee. Do I need to make more coffee?
I don't know about that.
Okay. What do you want to do first?
What do you mean?
Do you want to go get coffee? Do you want me to go get the? I'm getting. I'll go get coffee. Oh, would you want coffee also? Talking about the cloth pea pad. You're talking about the brown, like the bit.
There's no cloth pea pad except this brown pad that everything is laying on, like
I
the
think that's
carrier
what she
and the food dish
means,
around.
but that's outside of the carrier. What was that original statement? I don't see it anymore. Let's go back. Yeah, like in the carrier is just towels.
I think if you pull the pad back, should be stretched out.
So it's got to be what she's talking about. Yeah, like this whole.
This blue thing is a towel.
This out
It's like a
here.
blanket.
Can you see my hand outside of it? No, not really. Yeah. The blue is towel. The brown is.
The blue is a towel, and the thing.
Yeah, she lies on the wood floor. That's stretched out as far as it goes.
Yeah, I mean,
because it has to also be under the
brown pea pad is
carrier.
as big as it gets, and that's gonna end up being like the primary.
But I think she's also laying on the floor the wood floor because it's cool.
True.
We've had some hot days.
True.
Okay.
Yeah, this past week it was very, very hot. It's cold this weekend because it's supposed to rain, but it got really hot this past week.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. And yeah, like sometimes when she's in the carrier, she like stretches her arms out over the opening, but I think she's comfortable. I don't know. She makes like biscuits when she's nursing in there, and she like puts her head on that little bump like a pillow. I'm just happy she's not hiding behind the bins anymore, because that's what she did the first night that she was here. She doesn't have a lot of room to stretch out on the floor. I mean, she's got an entire floor. She can stretch out anywhere she wants. There's plenty of room for her to stretch out on this pad or on the wood, either one she chooses. Like, there's enough space on this pad where like 4 of her could stretch out on it if they wanted to. I don't get the issue. Sam's been trying to get her up on the bed a little bit more too. He pulls her up here. Because she doesn't so much come up here yet on her own. But she comes up and snuggles with Sam if he brings her up here. She's eating her food right now. So this is the pad. Like, there's room that she could lay down on the pad in front of the carrier. There's lots of room next to the carrier. There's room right where she is by the food. She could lay there if she wanted to. And like Sam said, I don't think she necessarily wants to lay on the pad. Like, sometimes I think she chooses to lay on the wood because it's a little bit cooler. Anyway, I don't know who that was. She is so pretty. She is very, very pretty. She's got such unique coloring. Like, she's essentially a tortie with like she's like a tortie with white, white paws, white chest kind of thing, which is kind of how Aria is colored. But her like tortie spots are very like large. They're not as like blended as most torties are. And her orange patches are so light in color. They're almost yellow. And then she has this like beautiful face mask. Like, the coloring on her face is so symmetrical. Like, she has that you see it a lot on like tuxedos where they have the white that comes up their nose and then kind of like at a point between their eyes. She had that thing going on too. She's so pretty. She's like, especially like the yellow in her coat. It's like just so unique. I love baby kittens. I mean, who doesn't love baby kittens, right? Baby kittens are adorable. They're amazing. Insomnia says, be right back. Must brew the brain juice. Yes, filling up on mine too. See you soon, Insomnia. Our cats lay in the sunlight because it's colder than average. Oh yeah, my cats love laying in the sun to warm up. Absolutely. How many kittens does Mom have? I missed everything this week. She has 4 kittens. They came on Tuesday. We weren't expecting it, so it was kind of like a very quick thing that happened, kind of spontaneous. We had Bartles and James in here for the last like 2 weeks, and we just put them together on Monday night, and then bye, Janine. And I saw that you said, oh, never mind.
Is that still
So,
the pad thing?
Hopefully,
Okay.
hopefully I answered the questions. I don't know. have a good nap. Yeah, so mommy has 4 kittens. They got here on Tuesday. They were like 4 days old when they arrived. They were born August 5th. They're very, very pretty. One of them is a color point kitten, like a Siamese, possibly. When Siamese color points are born, they basically look all white. And then as they age, their colors come in darker and darker. So kind of looks like the one is probably going to be a seal point, which is like a dark chocolate on its points, like its ears, tail, nose. But it kind of remains to be seen. We'll just see as it ages. And then the other 3, there's 2 orange ones, a dark orange and a light orange. And then there's one that is like white with beige spots. So they're all quite beautiful.
Mm-hmm. I was just going to ask if you said this, but Katniss asks, do you know how many boys and girls?
Yeah, so I couldn't tell initially. I was like, when they arrived, I took each kitten out to weigh it. I wanted to get some kind of like baseline weights so that I could weigh them every day to make sure that they are gaining. And I checked for genders, but it was very clear that 2 were boys, and then I wasn't sure about the other 2. And so I revisited last night with the help of my daughter and the internet. And I think we've determined that we have 2 boys, 2 girls. So the color point and the dark orange are the boys. And then the light orange and the white and beige are the girls. And then also one of the kittens is considerably smaller than the other 3. The other 3 are super close in weight. And the other 3 have been gaining about the same. The little one is about half as big as the older one, or the bigger ones. But it has been gaining. Like, I've been keeping a really close eye on its weight. It's been gaining steadily, the same as the other kittens, just not as quickly. They gained about 40 grams by last night. They have all gained about 40 grams since they've been here. And that one has only gained 20. So, but it's healthy and alert, and it's always with the group, snuggled up and everything. It's never cold. So I may end up trying to give it a little bit of bottle just to give it a little bit extra, but sometimes in the past we've also done a thing where we would take mom and baby and just put them in a carrier by themselves for a couple hours.
Right.
So the baby could just have its own time to nurse and not have to fight with the other kittens.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if it becomes apparent that they are competing for the same level, we'll do that. Does the temperature have anything to do with color points, weather temperature, and/or body temperature?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything like that.
Something about that sounds familiar to me, and I can't remember where I heard it from or what it was that I heard.
They I thought I might have read something like that somewhere. Not sure.
That does sound kind of familiar to me, except that I've had litters with different colors. Like I had 2 siblings, and one was a seal point and one was a lab point. So
right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not positive about that.
Yeah,
but that does sound familiar. Like I definitely feel like I have heard something like that before, but I don't remember what the details were. I bet with a little bit of Google digging, fine.
And hello, Carrie Time, and quick shout out to Carrie Time, who single-handedly sponsored our monitor replacement, which we're using now. I don't know if you're here the day that I installed it with Betty. I think you were, and I gave you a shout out, but I don't know if you stuck around because I don't remember you responding to it. So thank you again. It is so much nicer. so nice to have a monitor that turns on when you hit the button. Carrie asks, are you keeping the mom and kittens until adopted, or is it temporary?
Yeah, we'll be keeping them.
Yeah.
Until they're adopted.
Yeah.
Or at least until they're adoption ready. I mean, it may be a kind of thing where PetSmart or they go to Cat Cafe or something like that. Particularly, like if it were not kitten season, we'd probably just hang on to them. But because it is kitten season, if an opening or something comes up at like a Cat Cafe, they may go there just so that we could rescue more cats more quickly and not have to wait for them to get adopted. Because also middle of spring and summer adoptions take a lot longer because they're a lot more available.
Yeah. But they would still technically be under our care.
Yeah,
they would be our fosters.
And like I was kind of actually thinking about that about Mom this morning, like what my ideal would be for her, because obviously there's 4 kittens,
right.
so they're probably going to be paired, right? So there's not like a kitten to go
not a
with
spare
her.
kitten.
So I was like thinking, but she's so young, I wouldn't necessarily want her to be like an only cat.
Right.
So I have a feeling once they start running around, she's going to be really playful. I just have a feeling. I could be wrong, but I don't know what it is. I just have a feeling.
Yeah.
So, I feel like maybe the Cat Cafe would be a good place for her because she could go and play with other cats and maybe form
a bond.
relationship with another cat that she could get adopted with or something.
Carrie says, I think I missed it, but thank you all for what you did. Oh, and thank you.
What?
Me giving her a shout out when we did the monitor.
Thank you for the monitor.
It's very nice. It's very nice.
So Sam says because your name is Carrie Time that you are a girl.
We assume.
We assume a lot of things based on
we were discussing this earlier.
That could be completely false, and we say he and she a lot just based on usernames, which like they're just so arbitrary and like who knows?
We misgender anyone.
So,
I apologize.
I really wish that like Twitch and these places had little icons next to the names, where people could put their like pronouns or what have you, so we could know them accurately. But
it's actually care time.
Care time.
Is true.
Oh.
Excellent.
Like self-care.
Okay. Because guys don't
caring for others. Because guys don't care about anything. So it's
selves,
clearly female.
Others, time. Actually, I'm more punctual than Amanda in most cases. That's true.
Punctual? What do you mean by that?
I think I'm ready to go at a moment's notice. You're
a boy.
Can't do stuff.
Girls have to get ready.
Out the door. Anyway.
What? I would run that late, usually.
Let's move
Not
on.
for like school.
Well, that's
classes.
No,
I'm
no,
always
for
on time for things that count. If it's a party, you're not supposed to be the first one there.
Those
That's
are the
late.
most things that count. How else are you supposed to be like, oh, I'll help you move these donuts?
Sam wants to be the first one at the party always, so he gets the good food, which is just moochie.
That's not why have a party if you're not going to give people food. You know what?
Yeah.
Let's
but I like to show up fashionably late, so I'm not the first one there. Like I don't have anything better to do. But when it comes to like getting the girls to school or getting the girls to like karate or therapy, I'm always on time. Always on time for that stuff, if not early.
Most of the time. Pat.
For my own job, no.
I clicked the wrong thing. Pat the Weirdo, great name, says, although Pet the Weirdo would also be a good name. We'd love to foster, but the fear of foster fails filling our house stops us. So yeah,
don't let it stop you.
Don't let it stop you. We have 4 house cats of our own, which is too many. 3 are previous fosters of our own. But they were all deliberate. Like they were not foster fails. Like we went into them.
Planned on adopting them before we even got them.
So yeah, I think it's really just something that early on Amanda and I made a very sort of clear choice of we want to do this throughout the year and as much as we can.
We knew that we didn't
that's not an option.
Yeah, we knew that we didn't want to just foster one time, like a one and done or whatever. We knew that we wanted to keep fostering long term. And so that meant not keeping our fosters, right? That meant sending them off. But when we started fostering, I had just lost my cat that I had for a really long time. So when he passed away, I was like missing having a cat, but not quite ready yet. And so I went into fostering knowing that I would probably end up adopting one to kind of replace him. And I knew that I wanted a calico.
Yeah.
And so basically the first calico that came along, I kept her. And that was Aria. And then we had, so at that time we had 2 cats, Sam's cat, my cat, and a dog. And then once our dog passed, we fostered another dog, realized we weren't ready for another dog. So after that dog got adopted, I started thinking about, rather than getting another dog, getting to like a bonded pair of boys to add to our mix, because we already have 2 girls. And so, and I kind of knew the colors and whatnot that I wanted. So we knew we were going to adopt like a black and orange bonded boy pair before we even got parents.
Yeah.
So they were kind of planned, you know. And now that we have those 4 cats, we know we are at our limit. Like if you know you're at your limit, you have clear ideas in your head about how many cats you want, and that's it. Then you just don't allow yourself to even entertain the thought of keeping the cats long term. Like you know from the get that you are there to find them a wonderful, loving home. And for me, the easiest, or the thing that makes that easiest for me, is that I choose my own adopters. We specifically chose the rescue that we volunteer with for that reason, because they are one of the only rescues that allows the fosters to, you know, interview, meet, and select their own adopters for their cats.
Yeah.
And we don't have to just go with the first person who applies. We choose the person we find to be the best fit for each cat or kitten. And so the fact that I get to like meet these people, I get to know them, I feel really good about it. I feel like adoption day is something to celebrate. It's a really happy day. I'm like, yay, you're getting like your family that's going to spoil you and love you. And I know that they will be ultimately much happier in that scenario than if they stayed here, because we already don't have enough time to give to our children, our 4 cats, ourselves, you know what I mean?
But yeah, if you really just don't think you can trust yourself, or someone else is out there and you don't have the space or the, you know, the resources, or like you're deathly allergic or something, there's other things you can do. Like you can volunteer time to an animal rescue or a shelter. You can be a virtual foster through us and help us with things like just helping, you know, like social media or donations, you know, here. But like Kittenrescue has this partnership with PetSmart, where all, like, you know, a good amount of they have enclosures, and all of the cats there are Kittenrescue cats, and they are not taken care of by the PetSmart employees. They're taken care of by volunteers from Kittenrescue. So there may be other rescues in your area that do something similar, so you could do something like that.
Basically, the fosters come, or the volunteers come in a couple times a day. You know, they have shifts or whatever. And for the PetSmart that we go to, it's like each volunteer basically has 1 shift per week. And so there's like a morning shift and an evening shift. And the volunteers come in, maybe some of them have 2 shifts a week or whatever. And they come in and they like feed the kitties that are in the enclosures, they scoop their litter, and then they just let them run around and play, and they snuggle them and give them, like, you know, human interaction and socialization and love on them. And you can do that kind of thing where you're like there to like feed and play with kittens and cats, but you're not necessarily keeping them in your home, so you don't have to worry about like wanting to keep them forever. And then like, our sanctuary has 150 cats, and they always need volunteers to come in and, you know, help clean, feed, scoop litter, play with cats, as well as the cat cafes too. Many of them will take volunteers to just come in and play with cats and stuff. So there are lots of ways you can kind of get that kitty playtime, snuggle time, but, you know, and you still feel like you're helping. Too, because like we wouldn't be able to put cats in those enclosures to help get them adopted and to take in more fosters if we didn't have volunteers. Like the enclosure would close. It wouldn't exist without the volunteers. We need the volunteers. And the sanctuary too, honestly, they can only afford to pay a handful of employees. So they really rely heavily on the volunteer staff that they have to come and help take care of them.
And of course, as Amanda said, if you want to just help us by purchasing things from our wish list, you can go to cuteavalanche.com/wishlist. Okay, moving on. Katniss says, I'm going to go back to that. Because this is kind of on topic. I've had a couple rabbits. Have you ever had any rabbits or any others like chinchillas, ferrets, hamsters? Oh, as pets? I thought that was
I had a hamster as a pet when I was like in fourth grade.
Yeah.
For the 2 years that the hamster lives, because that's their lifespan. I did have a hamster. You had guinea pigs.
I had guinea pigs. I think my brother had gerbils for a while.
I had rabbits when I was very young. We had 2 rabbits.
Thanks, CJ.
That lived outside. Like we got like my grandmother who lived out in the country had like a rabbit who had babies, and we took 2 of them. My dad built like a little hutch or whatever in the backyard.
Right.
Rabbits are cool. I like rabbits, but like rabbits, guinea pigs, they all require a lot of space that we don't have, and we're already giving all of our available space to cats.
Yeah.
But you know, someday I would actually like to foster dogs. Like I'd like to do like mother and puppies kind of fostering. When we live in a bigger place. Right now, our place is not big enough.
Yeah. And it's maxed out.
Yeah.
Okay. So Erin, it scrolled. Dang it. No, that's it. I used to have mother cat who had babies long time ago, and black and white one. Wait, where'd it go? Everything moved. Was like mine. I think is how it is. And then they passed away. So sorry to hear that. Yeah, that's rough. We've had a few kittens that haven't made it, and it's never easy.
Yeah, especially when you've had them since birth.
Yeah, early on, like our second ever foster experience was a mom and kittens, and they got Pan Luke, which that was 7 years ago, and they've made some progress with that, but then back then there was just nothing.
There's still really no cure. I mean,
yeah, there's no cure, but there's a procedure
Pan
that
Luke
helps.
is just you're thinking of that.
You're
the
right,
only thing that they can do for Pan Luke is supportive care.
Yeah.
Supportive care, like just try and power them through.
Yeah.
Feed and syringe feed and fluids and vitamins. And all that.
And that did not take early on.
So it was a mom who had 7 1-week-old kittens, and they all ended up passing from panleukopenia, and that was really hard, especially because it was our second foster litter ever.
Yeah. We almost
so we just didn't really know what to do. I mean, we only had them for like 24 hours, and then they immediately went to the vet because we knew something was not right. And then the mom died like that day or the next day, and the babies all
just
slowly died one by one throughout the week. But luckily, it didn't happen here. Like the mom was at the vet, and the babies were immediately transported to the Kittenrescue sanctuary, where they were cared for by like a 24/7 staff who was experienced and knew what they were doing. Yeah. Luckily, they were not left with us. But it was still really hard, and we were really sad about it.
Anyway, so yes, that is all very tough. And
we've had a couple fosters throughout the last 7 years.
Yeah.
That died as well, but I feel like we've been really lucky.
I was going to say,
considering what we know some of the other fosters, have experienced. When you work in the animal rescue world, it's just a part of life. You deal with a lot of loss and a lot of really sad circumstances and things. And we've been really lucky that 2 of our kittens that passed away, it was like within the first the first one, she'd just been born and had only been here a couple hours, and she passed away. She was just not nursing. And the other one was like a stillborn of a birth where 5 kittens survived, but 1 didn't. And that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. We've managed to hold on to everybody else, every other cat. We've had some incredibly sick cats that we weren't sure we were going to pull through that did. We've only had 1 foster so far who died post adoption, which was our one kitty
Right.
who was adopted and then later on developed FIP, which is FIP, and ended up succumbing to that like extremely quickly before he was able to receive help. And I think we're really lucky too that we've only had one kitten with FIP.
Yeah.
I know some other fosters who've had tons,
Right.
like handfuls, you know.
Yeah.
We've fostered, almost 200 cats.
Right.
And we've only had one who ever got FIP. I think that's pretty incredible, honestly.
Right. Catness. So I love my rabbits so much. My cat Susie would chase the rabbits around the house. Yeah.
Rabbits are. My ex-boyfriend has rabbits, and he has cats and dogs, and they all get along. It's weird.
Yeah. Pat says, I did save an abandoned kitten who had a URI and an eye infection, which, by the way, that
So common,
very, very frequently.
especially with outdoors.
She's grown from a kitten about the size of my hand to a potato, I believe is what that says. Her chunky butt is doing good now. That's awesome. All right.
Adorable.
Nice. Okay, why don't you ever come up here?
How are you at giving cat medicine? I've been trying to give my senior gal medicine prescription, and it's a struggle, liquid and a tablet. Tablets are difficult for sure. The liquid is a little bit easier. I'm pretty good at giving liquid as long as I can get like a good hold on the cat and just do it quickly, particularly like just scrubbing them by the back of the neck kind of helps immobilize them a bit. And then you kind of slide it in through the side, avoiding the canines,
Mm-hmm.
But we've had a couple cats that really move around a lot, especially when they're bigger and they're stronger. Kittens is pretty easy. So we've had a couple cats that took both of us to medicate, one to hold and one to put it in,
Mm-hmm.
Pills can be trickier, but pills you can also hide in stuff. We use this, it's called pill pockets, and it's actually like made for dogs, I think. And it's like a squishy treat that you can basically use like Play-Doh, and you wrap it around the pill, or you like hide the pill in it and then make it into like a little ball or whatever. And most of the time they will just eat it. Like I'll give them a couple pieces of it without the pill. So they're like, oh yeah, this is a yummy treat. And then I kind of like give them one with the pill in it, and then they just eat it up because they've already eaten a couple already. So that can help, or using like a sugar treat or something like that, like kind of burying it in the treat.
Yeah.
That stuff helps, but it's definitely tricky. But I've gotten pretty good at it. Yeah, they're in there.
Yeah,
because I just used one for Fonzie. It's a green bag. Yeah.
Oh, it's from Greenies.
Greenies. Pill pocket.
Greenies is a pretty popular treat, nationally recognized. So yeah, pill pocket is the little thing, and you don't have to use the whole thing.
Yeah,
just enough to go
those ones are designed for dogs, and so it comes in like a little cone. You like stick the pill in it, but I don't do that. I just tear off a small piece of it and roll it up like a
Yeah, it's way too much. To
like a Play-Doh, especially for a kitten.
More like a meat dough.
Yeah, I just roll it up in like a little ball and stick the treat or the pill in it, and I like tear off a couple of pieces, give to them first. That works pretty well. I don't do injections, so which is something I would like to learn how to do. So like when it comes to giving things like a vitamin B12 shot or sub-Q fluids or a vaccine, unfortunately, I usually have to go to another kitten rescue person to have them do that for me. But I know that it's not that hard, and I would really like to learn how to do it, because I feel like at this point, that's something I should know how to do, and it would make my life so much easier. I would have to do a lot less running
They're gonna
around.
make you a med holder.
I don't really care.
Okay.
I would be fine, because then I would never have to drive
Right, sure.
30 minutes to Bridget's to get med.
That's fair.
Like I would just have them.
Yeah.
That's the only reason she's a med holder.
Right.
It's because she just gets to keep
Fair
her
enough.
own med, and she doesn't have to drive around anywhere.
Katniss says probably Petco or PetSmart. Yeah, I bet they have them there. But Greenies is it's a pretty big brand,
They
so
might
I would
even have
imagine
it
a good amount of indie
local
mom and pops
like
would have
grocery
it.
store would have it too.
Oh, grocery store, yeah, sure. And they're definitely,
I would look at the dog section.
yeah, they would definitely be on like Chewy and Amazon, stuff like that. What's up?
Shit, I was just checking what I was bringing. Bouncy.
Okay. I don't think I've seen Julie Rasmussen, but I'm pretty sure she sent both of these boxes.
Okay.
But we do need to open those soon because it's 10:30. Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh, are you taking ours still?
Oh, I was hoping that you would.
I have.
If anybody's wondering why my hair is crazy today, nobody has asked. I'm shocked that nobody has said what.
Well, let's go into this out here.
I'm shocked that nobody's been like, "What's going on with your hair, Amanda?"
She's joining the insane clown posses.
No, we're going to like a party later. Well, I dyed it
We're gonna be
purple.
early so we can get the donut.
No, we're not. I dyed my hair purple last night, not necessarily because of the party, mostly just because I wanted it to be purple, and I've been planning on doing it for weeks and just like haven't had the time. But that party sort of gave me a little bit more motivation. But we're going to this party, and it's an 80s themed party, and I wanted to like crimp my hair with like a hair crimper so that I can make it big. But I don't have a hair crimper. Actually, I do have one, but it's in Michigan. So my friend was like, "Oh, just braid your hair in tiny little braids, and then it'll be all crimpy. And you can like fluff it up." And I was like, "That's a good idea." So that's why my hair is in all these crazy braids. I put it in last night when it was wet and slept in it. I was debating taking it out before the chat, and then decided to wait.
Yeah, oh wait, so we're just about to meet. We're like right now before.
I need to get some hair.
Oh, you gotta Aquanet it up. You just plug it in.
Yeah, I think they have Aquanet at Rite Aid.
Check out Brad Mondo hair coloring. My wife swears by it.
Interesting.
Brad Mondo? I've
Never
heard
heard
of Mondo.
Never heard of it.
What's the one you use?
Arctic Fox.
Isn't Mondo the one that Hot Topic had?
There's like Manic Panic.
Oh, that's what I'm
Is that
thinking
what you're
of.
thinking of?
Yeah, that's what
Yeah, I used to use Manic Panic back in the day.
I knew
And
it was
there's
bad.
another one that's really close to Manic Panic.
oh, maybe it's one.
No,
All right.
I can't think of what it's called. And then Overtone is what I used to use, but it was really expensive. And then Laura was like, "You should use Arctic Fox." So I started getting that. It's cheaper, but it doesn't stay in my hair very long. Hey Jake, how's it going?
Hey, Jake.
He's a YouTube famous stylist. Nice.
Okay.
I love it, but I'm suffering with back pain. I'm sorry, Queen.
Oh. Oh yeah. Also, Queen
My
had said
back-
something earlier about also going to parties early to get the food. I just
My
didn't think
back
about that.
has been overall much better the last couple months, but I've had like a couple moments over the last couple of weeks where it's hurt really bad. Like one day I was walking backwards and just for no reason at all, it like totally tensed up and I was like, ah!
Yeah.
And then I had a minute when I was on the playground and some kids had dug a hole in the sand and I didn't notice it and I was walking and I like stepped into the hole and my back was angry. It did not feel good.
Yeah. That's some
I
sort of
immediately,
like, but
was
nothing like that.
seized up and so painful.
Jake says I had a little issue yesterday, a mental health issue. Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry,
to hear that,
Jake.
man. Hope everything's better.
Hope
Maybe
you're
the
feeling
cats
good
will
today.
Make you feel better. By the way, Amanda, any updates on cat litters? Like clockwork.
You know, everybody's doing well, as far as I know.
Yeah, well, we haven't had a
Who
lot.
did we just have here? We had Gene and all those guys.
What was the
They're
two
all doing
kittens that
well.
that got renamed? Toasty and Mocha?
That was or was that
No,
no, that was
the first two, wasn't it?
Maeve and Ruby.
Maeve and Ruby got renamed to whatever I just said.
Toasty and Mocha is Maeve and Ruby. Ola and Otis are like Wilson and
Oh, that's right. They're like casting
Willow.
names.
Wilson and Willow, I think. And then I don't remember who was the other one? Eric and Amy.
Yeah, I don't recall you telling me any updates on them. Was I gonna? Oh no, I guess I did. It wasn't that I didn't read something. I was gonna say, is Pat the Weirdo a reference to Pat the Bunny, or inspired by? Was my question. Yeah, we're gonna open these boxes. So let me hide the pip so I can make a clip. That's how that works.
Arctic fox stains real bad. Yeah, if you get it like right away, if things close and stuff. But I haven't had an issue with it like coming off onto like my pillow or anything like that.
You still have that picture.
I do.
Do you just have a macro for those two questions?
I drink out of it often.
Yeah.
Especially on cat chats. Although today I'm using the avocado one. What you looking for?
Scissors? Yeah. All right. Do the honors.
I need to write something down.
Or don't do the honors yet.
I need to do Fonzie's second Strongid.
Wet food, and that's your guess? Let's see. This one of them's pretty light. This one's pretty light. This one is definitely a wet food and something else, maybe. Okay, you want to do the wet food first?
I have a feeling I know what it is. Because she was talking.
I mean, she
about
did tell us, and I just don't remember.
it. I do. I at least know two things. If there's anything else, then that will be.
Sure. Pretty sure there's more than two things. Maybe not. Oh well.
Oh, yay.
We'll find the see if there's a thing in here. Still.
This is the thing I knew that she was talking about.
There we go. It's the same message. All right. It says from Julie. From Julie.
Yeah.
It's a gift from Julie. From Julie is the message. But thank you, Julie.
Scratchers.
Thank you.
Woo.
Yeah. All right. So scratchers.
We got some
Go too fast.
great.
So these are the scratchers.
There's 3 scratchers in there. They're nice and big.
We've got catnip in there. It's more cable management stuff, but this is like individual size, which is great.
And this, which is awesome as well.
These are the smaller ones.
Yeah, these are the smaller ones. We previously got some larger ones, I think, or maybe something.
Right. And then we decided that they
These
were
are
too
great.
big.
They're a little too big. I mean, honestly, the one
Well,
that
you're good.
Fonzie has right now is kind of perfect for his size.
Yeah.
But, it's nice. I think it's nice to have both sizes.
Right. So this is awesome. So they're disposable.
It's
Because-
nice if we know that we have a cat that's going to be short term.
Yeah.
Like the other day, we had 2 cats spend the night in our bathroom because we were helping transport them to Heaven on Earth for spay neuter. And so they were just with us for the night, but they needed to have a litter box. And so,
Yeah.
nice for those circumstances. Or,
Yeah.
cats that have sickness or something.
Right. And we have to disinfect everything in between litters. So if there's like a quick turnaround that we expect, so
Yeah.
this is really
It's just
ideal.
much
We can just get rid of it. These are compostable, so we feel good about the environment stuff. But yeah, so these are great. Thank you, Julie.
Thank you.
Yeah. Box numero dos.
Perfect.
And then,
Okay.
yes, same message.
From Julie.
From Julie.
Okay. So we got Case of Wellness, which this mommy is eating.
Yeah, this is exactly what mom
These
is
kittens
eating.
will be eating, and Bartles and James will be eating.
Well, yeah, we'll go through this pretty
We're
fast.
gonna need a lot of that.
We're gonna need more of that. You want to help out? You go to our wish list at
And
cuteavalanche.com/wish
this one
list.
is especially helpful for Bartles and James. Some baby wipes. Da-da-da-da.
Why did they put all the really heavy stuff in one box and all the light stuff in another box?
It makes more sense. Otherwise, the heavy stuff.
Yes, I guess so, based on our. You know what? I
And
think
just
she.
even weight
I
distribution.
think there's another thing coming from her because she had mentioned.
She said food and scratchers.
Oh no,
Food,
I thought she.
Scratchers.
Maybe she was just asking about the snacks for the humans, but I thought she also got that.
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe. I'm gonna check the porch real quick. Wanna do anything?
I thought I was only expecting the food and scratchers. So the other stuff was all happy surprises.
Right.
Thank you. Thank you. Julie, I don't remember what her street name is. Snacks for humans, yeah. We usually have at least one human snack list. And let me give it time. I need a coffee refill. I think I'm going to check on kittens.
Okay.
So what did she eat here?
Let me see what's left. Is that just the wellness? So she ate the Rachel Ray and the topper.
Have you been giving her any more Royal Canin? Maybe she prefers the Royal Canin. We have more in the garage. I would bring in the Royal Canin and try giving her that instead of the wellness.
Okay.
And then see. We'll just see.
I now have to double check that that is the wellness and not the well candy, but I think it was the wellness. Oh, and since you have the top off, I'll throw you all over to this camera real quick. Should be able to see pretty good now. There we go. And, okay. I don't even know that I need to be on screen, but Means isn't here to yell at me. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Get some closer from mom and get me some. Let me see if I can find the piece that goes on here. All this is off. Hope I put it in this drawer.
Mine softly.
A flea?
Yeah.
That's not surprising. She definitely had some scabs or bites or
Yeah,
something.
let me give her some nuts.
Dang it, I can't find that piece. They are so tiny. Yeah. Yeah, the dark one.
So it looks like the dark one for sure has a white face and white paws.
Okay.
The light orange, I can't tell if it has white or if it's just solid. I wonder if the light orange is going to be more like her, like it's kind of yellowy orange color. Trying to tell the Siamese might be a snowshoe as well.
Which one is the smallest? The dark orange is like half the size of the others, or half the weight of the others. Yeah.
Oh, here's a real dirty.
Oh.
You got lots of dirt in your ears, Mama. Yeah, they're really. I'm gonna get the person police stuff right now.
Hannah says, too bad none of them got mom's coloring. Yeah. She's really stunning. There.
How old or how heavy do you think she is?
Mom?
Yeah, I think we need to weigh her.
It's 6 pounds. No, there's no eyes open just yet. It's a little early for that. Getting there. Right. Well, mom's eyes were open. Does that count?
Wanna weigh her?
Oh, okay. I was trying to do this one at the top.
Well, I need to give her these meds and I need to know her weight. Wow. Weigh the kittens. There's some others. Uh-oh,
What?
lost it.
Little one?
One.
Should we grab that white tape?
Oh, your eyes are open.
What is that?
This one's eyes are open.
Which one?
The beige.
Okay. Like just starting or all the way?
Mostly all the way.
Oh.
I mean, one is open, one is partial. You're not. So they have one fully open eye and one that's starting to.
Take that back then.
The Siamese and the light orange, no eyes open. Little orange one, no eyes open. So just the white and beige.
Okay.
This one. The Siamese one is the
chunkiest, and the one who's eating the most.
Mhm.
I mean, you got fleas. I gotta get this flea stuff off.
Honestly, don't remember how it was paddling this light strip.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you weigh her?
Yeah. I know. No. Anybody want to make any guesses to how heavy mom is? Flip it.
5.6.
Yep.
She's so skinny.
Yeah, she's smaller than I
She's
thought.
too small.
She is very small.
Okay, do me a favor.
Yeah.
She gets
Hey, Means. Looks like Insomnia went to make brain juice and it didn't come back. Yep, that sounds about right. How's your very early morning going, means? Woke up 20 minutes ago, started to think. Oh, yeah. Having to go with her mother and decided I couldn't stand it. Oh, hey, Insomnia's here. I've been back, just forgot to announce it. Right on. Good.
Can you hear me? When was the device behind you?
Okay. Um,
I need to add more miracle meals. So she's in school.
I was gonna say, I mean, what I gave her last night, she ate it all. Gross.
When you
Yeah. Do what?
the bottom drawer, the bottle.
Okay.
Those pill pockets stay here.
No. Wait. Mean says she was with her mother 9 to 5 yesterday. When she came back several times, she said, I was with mom too long. She wanted to be here playing with her toys. She wanted to watch a movie with me. Oh. Also, she said her mom let her watch a scary movie. Said teenage something. Mentioned tentacles. Looked it up. Yeah, teenage kraken, or yeah, something like that. Appears to be a cartoon failing movie that came out last year. I remember the radio ads. We haven't watched it yet. Thank you, Katniss. With you now, Pearls. Um, so it means if you didn't catch the updates, Fonzie is going to the PetSmart enclosure tomorrow.
Damn it.
Bartles and James are doing good. Everyone here is doing pretty good. More or less. Everything's aside from that one dark kitten who did lose some weight and is the smallest. But beyond that, everyone's doing good. And
Spit it out. Swallow it.
still no progress on any of the tech
Paper
issues we've
towel,
had.
please.
Yep. So night vision's still down. We haven't been able to get the other stream up. I think we're gonna have a different solution for in here. She is getting a pill or got a pill just now.
We did it, Mommy.
Pills in your body.
Take a banana. Every cat loves.
Yeah, cat's natural instinct to eat bananas. Yep. Yep.
They're a little more dry.
Sure. We have not named these cats yet, but we are pretty confident, or Amanda's pretty confident, that she has identified them as 2 boys and 2 girls.
Yeah, we haven't really had any talk of names at all yet because we didn't even know their genders until late last night.
Yeah.
And honestly, I haven't put any thought into. I haven't even pulled up my list to take a look or had any thought. Betty's already put in her request,
Which is what?
but baby Einsteins.
What?
Baby Einsteins.
Oh, baby Einstein.
Rocket.
Rock.
Or little Einsteins. Rocket, Annie,
Yeah.
June,
Okay.
Quincy, and what's
I
the other
mean-
one? Annie, June, Quincy, Leo? I think it's Leo.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
But
Yeah.
I know there's other things on the list, so I haven't even looked at it yet. I haven't even thought about it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's, yeah. I'm not feeling Rocket for her. And you know, aesthetically, it doesn't really, there's not really a solid match there. Since this camera's not working,
Always getting some nurse.
I actually use this.
Getting some nurse, little baby.
So, yeah, the little one has dropped a couple grams. since last night. So I'm probably gonna try and give him some formula today. I'm not sure that I have enough miracle people though. This color plank one, I think is gonna be very interesting. Color wise, its back is really dark. Got a dark spot on the back of its head. I think it's gonna be a spotted Siamese.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
I think so.
Like it's gonna have all the Siamese kind of colors and the blue eyes, but it's gonna have like it's gonna be like a cow. Action.
Yeah.
Ears are gonna be dark. Its feet are gonna be white, and then it's gonna have like dark blotches.
So let me just try and keep.
Well, this one with the eye open is just real cute.
Mm.
This one, that one might be my favorite.
Which one?
The white
Beige.
beige.
Okay.
Holes right here. Let's see if I have.
Oh, geez. Okay. All right, gang. We gotta get going. I gotta get Iris to martial arts. So thanks for hanging out. I did get lights on in this, but for some reason I can only get the blue channel on. So that might be what it is. But we'll see if I can get something better happening after that. And anyway, it's something. So yeah. I'll see if Amanda just lets that roll as is, but who knows. And yeah, our next chat will be Monday. Thanks for hanging out. Sorry, I gotta make this short. So catch you later. Peace me out. Oh, I left it on me. I should have put it back to cats first. Oh well, it'll go there after. Boom, boom. Yeah, as soon as the credits are done, it'll flip back. I apologize. Actually, I can manually do it on the back end really quick. I assume Amanda's getting her dressed. Give me a minute. There we go. Streaming software.
I'm just looking for, I'm trying to get a bottle right now. Come on. Honey, I'm gonna give your baby a little bit of milk, but I need to find the right situation. Good girl, mommy. Okay, mama. Let's hope your baby takes the bottle and I don't have to tube feed it. Okay? I'll be back in a second. Somebody might want to move some pip. No, goodness. That did not work very well. And I'm concerned that I don't want to make the baby aspirate. And that syringe was like not going very well. And he is so not interested in like nursing on mom either. Sorry.
Mhm. Why is it so blue inside the carrier?
Because Daddy has lights on in there.
Why? It's just an empty carrier in there.
Well, because when we put the lid back on.
Oh, Mommy.
I see better.
Mommy, don't get up. Go back with the kitty.
So I think that's a tube feed, this little kitten.
What?
I don't have any tubes in here. I'm going to see if I have some in the garage.
Did you notice it yet? No.
The monitor?
Yes, it's different.
Yeah. I didn't notice that it was different, and I never would have noticed except that I saw the box.
It's way bigger. The old one was like that big. It's bigger.
Yeah.
Plus this part this big. And the old one was that big. Plus Dad can fit 2 things on there.
Okay. I have to go look in the garage for tubes. I'm very concerned about that little one.
Him or her? Is it a him or a her?
Really.
Mama, when's her birthday?
Mhm. I think she's about 8 months old.
Oh my god. She's so young.
Daddy weighed her, she's only 5.5 pounds.
What?
Daddy weighed her today, she's only 5.5 pounds.
How does he know that? How do you weigh her?
Holding her. Yeah.
Huh? What? Who's? Who's?
Auntie.
Why didn't we get her a birthday present?
I have been trying so hard to buy a Peter Pan t-shirt for you, and the link doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
So annoying. And I emailed them. And then they sent me a new link, and then that didn't work. And I emailed them again. Like, I don't understand.
What did you name the kittens?
Mama, why did you name the
Bartles and James. I don't know. What?
drink from the 80s?
So you named them in the 80s. Are they two different drinks or
No,
one
it's
drink?
one drink.
I like the name Bartles. Bartles. Mama? Mama?
Hang on, buddy. Don't understand why this isn't working. So frustrating.
I'm like at home.
Just keeps asking me to log in. Email, password. Go. And then it erases it and says, enter it again. I don't freaking understand. So I've done this like over and over again.
I don't need a shirt.
You want one though, and the deadline to order them is tomorrow. And you're gonna be upset.
That doesn't exactly make sense. You get the shirts after the play, which is next month.
Holy crap.
What?
Finally went through.
Oh my goodness. Can I please put a
Now,
kitten?
how do I do the t-shirts? I
Why orange is sticking out his tongue like this? So adorable.
I'm so frustrated.
I want to order her a freaking Jack's t-shirt and I've had such problems.
Can I pet the kitten? Can I pet the kitten?
No,
Why orange is screaming before?
What? It should, but it's not doing anything other than blue. It's only on blue. Yeah, a minute this. No, purple's just not like blue. Yeah, this is white. White shows up as blue. You watch out for the kill. They're just colors. Red, green, and blue. But only the blue shadows will kill.
oh my god. It doesn't freaking work.
This too.
That music.
So, okay,
No, yes. Yes.
when I follow their link, it sends me to this login. Okay?
Yeah.
This is the link to buy t-shirts.
Right.
Okay. I click on here to log in. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's what it does. It just goes back to the same login thing. And I log in over and over and over and over again. So I did the whole lost my password thing, right?
Right.
And it sends me an email to do a new password. So I did that
Yeah.
and I got in to the site, but there's no t-shirt thing.
Oh, jeez.
But if I try and follow the actual link for the t-shirts, I can't log in. And I was doing this the other night. I emailed them about it twice. They emailed me a different link that did the same thing.
Mhm.
Like the deadline to order the shirt is tomorrow.
Oh my god.
Could you ask like one of the parents who's done drugs before to help you out?
So annoying.
Mhm.
Their website is horrible. It sucks really bad.
Mhm.
And when I go, when I'm actually like able to log into their website, they have, this is their ugly ass menu. Okay. So if I go to orders,
Right.
it says, no orders have been made yet, browse products. So when I click on that, it gives me Jack's
Show merchandise.
or arts education. So maybe that's it.
Right.
I put on that one last time because I can see this one. It doesn't have the t-shirts.
Well, wait, go down.
This just talks
Go
about.
down. I still got it. See,
Yeah, there's nothing.
no, go back actually. To the thing where I was one.
Lobblers. It just talks about the educational programs.
No, go back.
Where?
Like, go back to the thing where. No,
This is where I was at.
show merchandise.
It doesn't show me anything. This is just random Jack's stuff. Performance DVD, personal or business ad.
T-shirt.
Yeah, and when I click on this, it doesn't show me anything. Before ordering, please check to make sure that a t-shirt is not included. However, you're welcome to order one for yourself or your whole family. Related project. Like, it doesn't say what they are. It doesn't show that this was a break a leg something.
Ask another parent or something.
It doesn't say specifically that it's the Peter Pan shirt, and I don't want a shirt that just says Jack's.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't show me a picture of it. It should. That's fine.
I can't tell if that's one kitten or three. Okay, it's two. It's two kittens. What? What is that?
The connector.
Maybe the wire cords got bent.
No, it's not that. Watch. I can do this. I swear it shows up as green, but if I plug it in, it goes to blue.
So I tried to syringe / bottle feed that dark orange kitten,
Okay.
and he wasn't taking it, and I was really nervous that he was gonna aspirate.
Yeah.
So I tube fed him
So
instead.
it's just
I put him on her nipples like a million times, and he will not nurse them at all. I haven't seen him try, even attempt to try and nurse on her at all. I got about 2.5 to 3 grams in him, or milliliters in him, and it raised his weight by 2 grams. So I think I'm just gonna keep trying to tube feed him throughout the day today, a couple more times. His nose is a little bit crusty, and the others don't seem to have a crusty nose, so, could be that, could be why he's not working very much.
You gotta be a little gentle so you don't bend the pins. And it only goes one direction, so if it's not working, flip it. There's an arrow. The arrow tells you which way is.
Right.
Okay, stop for now.
Got it?
And it's. Hello, slushy. Oh, no, that's which is gonna make it real hard to get. Kind of,
Why did you put,
oh, this is not the right direction for that. Gotta make this side work. But it looks like this side is just,
Where's
Sure.
ours?
ours is still outside. Martial was good. It was intense. A lot of work.
She have a nice fine.
I think she did. Let's just use some here.
I was,
But originally, Betty, when I was doing this, it's only showing green, right? Which makes it seem more likely that there's an issue with the strip itself.
Mama,
Mhm.
ask like Emerson's mom or something. I know that.
I will.
Fix getting it.
I will. I'm gonna message Maggie's mom or Emerson's mom and ask them.
Okay.
I'll just see if one of them will order me one and I'll buy them. Right, I'm gonna start cleaning up this house. Kiddo.
You said they have to take a shower.
You do. Well, let me do that first.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing. If I don't take a
You're
shower,
not
I
doing
don't.
that, you're just sitting.
Yeah, if I don't take a shower, I don't have to clean. Look, I'm helping Daddy.
I want you to take a shower and take this bowl out of here.
Can I change the color then? I
Try.
want to do pink. Wait, how do I aim it?
It's
Where?
under.
Son, you should probably cover them back up because I.
I aim it here.
No, under. It's under.
Yay! Is that pink?
That's pretty
Yeah,
sweet.
this is pink. Yay! Ooh, what's this purple? Like,
Mhm.
that looks like the light now. That's slightly darker. I like teal.
We're probably just gonna have it on white for the stream. Because it's gonna change the color of the kitten. So we just want to actually see.
Let's do pink.
Okay.
And now we've got to Pink. No, April showers. You have to do teal. Have to drink April shower and flowers. Why is your flower?
Mhm. Extra tea pots. Yes. Right. Folks, I'm going to be putting that top back on the carrier, but we now have a light inside it that works. So this one camera angle will no longer show you inside, but the inside camera will no longer be as dark. No, it's not blue. Wait, I mean, I can change the color. Do you want blue? Blue. Looks like knock that off. Let me see how low I can get it. I think that might be the lowest setting, actually. Yeah. Okay. That's pretty good. I think between that and the sunlight, it's pretty solid. We'll see how it is at night. She just doesn't want it changing so much, but also it might be making noise that I can't hear. All right, let me clean up some of this stuff. I also just realized that I have a whole extra reel of this LED stuff. And really, I had so much left. I don't know what to do with it. But I had to do stuff. All right, and for those of you on YouTube, I think I might do a quick restart. Basically, anyone who's not on Twitch or YouNow, I think I might do a restart of this just so I can archive some stuff. So it's 1 o'clock. Amanda's probably going to make us all start doing a lot of stuff. Let me do this quick then. A lot of people even over there. 3. Okay. I don't know, whatever the ages command says. Ages is accurate now. I fixed that script. But I feel like they're only 7 days old. But maybe it's 8. I don't know. Yeah, I guess it's 8. But yeah, I went through that ages command coding last night, and it is way more accurate. It's not doing the, yeah, there you go. That's all good. It's not doing the other thing where it was like, had it trying to round it to like weeks. For the most part, I've just gotten rid of that functionality. It'll just go from 30 or 29 days to 1 month, and then it'll just start counting months at that point. So it's not going to be super accurate, but it is correct. If that makes sense. Let's grab this. What is the problem here? Okay, I can't remember if I said this out loud or if I just thought this to say out loud, but tomorrow I'm going to try and reboot our router, and I probably will take that time to redo the PC as well. So we'll be down for 15 to 20 minutes is my guess, but I'm hoping that will kickstart the night vision cameras, if not help with some other stuff as well. And if that doesn't do it, I'm going to have to get in touch with the company that made this. But now that we have a light in here, I might technically just be able to leave it on this camera. Dang it, it's going to make me do all this. Some plugin is like, or Chrome extension is stopping my YouTube from working. I will be back.